dear friends. Welcome back to 6 Degrees of Connection, our daily live broadcast on Allatra TV. On the daily basis, we meet people from different countries and continents to find out more about their culture, traditions, history, and of course, ask them the most important question: how they envision the creative society where every single person could feel happily and live comfortably in all areas of life. To achieve it, we use modern technology and the rule of 6 handshakes. It means that all people on our planet are connected through 5 or even less social connections. So let's prove that this theory works and due this opportunity. Today we are traveling to Tanzania, and now I would like to introduce, this is how we fly to Tanzania, thanks to our technical support. And now I would like to introduce you my co-host, Olga. Hello, Olga.
Hello, thank you so much, Tatiana. Yes, we are traveling today to Tanzania, a very beautiful country, and we will get to know more about it from our guests today. And before we start our conversation with them, we just would like to remind that we are in the project Creative Society. And recently, just 2 days ago, we had a global conference that is called Creative Society, United We Can. This is a very global event and was very important, where we discussed the global challenges that are in front of humanity, how we can overcome this together, and why we can overcome this only together. Also discussed the climate change and actually the revealing truth behind that the scientists confirm that the climate change has nothing to do with anthropogenic impact and its natural factors that must be taken into account. And also we discussed the means how to consolidate, simply how to consolidate as humanity. And this was our second global conference. The first one was last year, 11th of May. And our technical support team will show to us now a brief video from the first conference, just for us, for our viewers and for our guests to have an idea about why we're talking about progressive community of the 21st century, why creative society is important, and so we will see it right now.
And I want to tell to our viewers, if you want to be the part of our next live broadcast, please send us an email. And don't forget to share with this video using 2 hashtags, Allatraunites and Creative Society. And now welcome to watch the video.
First step would be for everybody to care about other people and not about themselves only.
People should respect each other, not dependent with the color, the gender.
We must avoid all this confrontation, you know.
The fact that we're all humans is what unites us. So,
but I think you start to think of yourself more as a person from the planet.
The task of the media is to help society find a common language and communicate.
I think friendship and being nice to each other can unite everyone.
I want to live in a society where the people are very conscious, so they make conscious decisions.
Work for the sake of society, for the sake of love, for the sake of connection.
I see that all people want 2 things: love and respect.
A compassionate society, a society that understands that your needs are validated.
What unites us is being in relationship with each other. It's about humanizing the human society.
Everybody has to be informed in a proper way.
Let's support each other. Let's help each other, no matter what another person may have.
In the creative society, human life will be of highest value, and the best human qualities will prevail.
And today we have our guests from Tanzania, Alfred Lustig and Jerry Mange. So maybe you can introduce yourself, please.
Hi, my name is Jerry Mangena from Tanzania. Professionally, I'm a marine biologist and very enthusiastic about the ocean and shared resources. Happy to have you today, the Creative Society.
Thank you so much. Alfred?
Hi, good evening, good afternoon. I'm Alfred Lustig. I'm a Tanzanian by birth, and I'm working as a journalist, professional journalist, and I'm very happy to join the world in this through this Zoom communication.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. And to start with, we would like to ask you some words about your country and what do you love most about your country and what makes you proud of being Tanzania. It will give possibility to our viewers to learn more about your country and to us also.
Thank you so much. Personally, I love Tanzania because first it's a very beautiful country. You know, it's blessed to have 3 Great Lakes. It has like 1,400 kilometers of the coastline. It has the Kilimanjaro mountain, which is like the peak of the African continent. Blessed with more than 120 tribes that are speaking the same language, which is Swahili, and it's very, very unusual in African continent, and that's what makes Tanzanian special to me. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you so much. And what about you, Lustig?
For me, I love Tanzania because of 2 or 3 reasons. Basically, I love it because of the peace that we have in Tanzania. As you know, as compared to many nations in Africa or in Asia or even in other parts of the world, peace has been a problem. But Tanzania, we are facing a free zone of peace, and we are having free movement. We are doing our activities, and our life is going on in a peaceful environment. So I'm very happy, and I'm very proud of being a Tanzanian. But also, I love the people of Tanzania. You know, we have, as my friend said, we have too many tribes, people with different cultures, but we are connected with Swahili. And, you know, Tanzania speaks Swahili, and so our behavior acts or is like Swahili people. We love each other, and whenever you go in any place, you feel at home. I know it's very difficult, and it is different from the other countries in the world where you can go in one place in the country and you find that people will chase you away and you will not feel the love that, for me, I think it's there in Tanzania.
Thank you so much. Actually, our technical support has prepared a beautiful collage of your country, and it will give us all possibility to see it, not just to hear about it. Please, collage, technical support, can you show them to us? Yeah, guys, feel free to comment on them. If you see something you can tell us more about, please.
I think there is a lake in the middle, one of the photos showing to us a lake, and our guest said it's like the country of 3 lakes, seems to be. So maybe it's one of those.
Yeah, that's the coastline. So the picture on top in the middle there, that's the Dar es Salaam coastline, the city where Lustig and I are from. It's beautiful city. It's like the fastest growing city, and a lot of people moving in from different parts of the world. And on the bottom left, that's an island around Zanzibar. And it's, Zanzibar is blessed to be a very beautiful place which has very clean beaches, and a lot of people travel from all over the world during summer to, have good times here. And if you guys didn't know that Tanzania is actually a union of two nations, so it's the union of Tanganyika and Zanzibar, and that makes it Tanzania. So I'm
two
pleased
countries
that you
came
could
together,
find
right?
information about it.
To
Yes.
establish Tanzania. So basically two countries came together to form one country. Yeah?
Yeah,
Tanganyika
definitely.
and Zanzibar.
Yes.
Wow, very interesting, very interesting.
Yeah,
For
Lamek,
us,
do you know the
Russian,
picture in the middle here?
for Russian people, these kind of photos are so amazing and very exotic because, when you have -10 outside and a lot of snow, and you are just looking at this photo, it makes you warm just only by looking at it. You feel already very, very well, and that there are such beautiful places in our planet somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, next one. Yeah, please. Oh, that's all. Okay, guys, so maybe... Oh, we have one more collage, yes.
This is the old town of Zanzibar. It's called Stone Town. It's found in Zanzibar, and it has a history. In Zanzibar there was a slave trade, and those activities, colonies and stuff like that. So these were cages or places where these slaves, Zanzibari people, were living and working from that. But these are temples. Some are churches. One is a church, I think, and then the others are just temples. I have visited some, but they're part of the historical part of Zanzibar. They really define how Zanzibar came across and how Zanzibar is today. And Zanzibar depends on almost 50 to 60% of its income comes from tourism, and this is part of the tourism that you find in Zanzibar. So I'm also proud to be a Tanzania where you find Zanzibar in, because I also visit such places, my holidays, family and friends, and we always enjoy. But we also invite our friends. I think even Tatiana will one day visit Zanzibar and see this beautiful city of Stone Town.
Thank you so much.
And what is the favorite food of yours? What you eat on a daily basis? What, for example, normally people consume in your country, because it seems to be that the weather allows you to have very diverse food. I mean, it's sunny, and what do you guys eat normally? What did you eat today as Tanzania?
It differs. I know even Jerry might differ with me. Mostly we found that most ethnic groups have their cultural food, and most people like consuming that culture food. For me, I come from the northern of Tanzania. I like eating cooked bananas with meat, with beef. So that's my favorite. But when I'm in town here,
with meat.
Yes.
By the way, we have picture with food on our screen. Yeah.
No, that food is mostly taken by the coastal ethnic groups. The Zanzibar people like such type of foods, and it's mostly found in Zanzibar and in the coast of Tanzania. But in our, like the place where I come, or in my zone there, we don't find such food. Most times we just go to restaurants and get it, but it's not much popular. Like banana, we have ugali. We have ugali is like stiff porridge, which it's porridge, but it's very hard porridge. But also have we like also consuming rice, and that's how we love our food here. But it depends where you are coming from. Yeah.
Okay.
beautiful. And you know, out of all that he has mentioned, my favorite is ugali.
Ugali?
Yeah.
You're also from North Tanzania, right? So that's why
I come from central Tanzania. It's actually ugali is like the staple food from many ethnic groups. But yeah, that way. You know, most of the coastal people are highly influenced by the Arabs that were living there in the time. So their food is a little bit different from other parts, yeah.
I'm seeing the very beautiful nature right now on the screen.
Yeah. Yeah, and what I'm seeing here, I'm seeing the Kilimanjaro, the highest peak, almost 5,800 kilometers. I mean, meters from the sea level. I think this is like Natron, if not mistaken. It looks very
Yes.
red, and yeah, quite beautiful. You know, there's a lot to visit and see in Tanzania. You know,
I think you have both mountains and you have also a sort of a desert, or I mean savanna type of
you know, like for instance, in Mount Kilimanjaro, you will find different type of species of plants and environment. In Kilimanjaro, you can find the rainfall climate. You can get the desert climate on the slopes of Mount Kilimanjaro, but you can get the icy places. You will experience everything, and that's the different thing that you find in other mountains that you can get in other mountains that is found in Kilimanjaro. And this is part of society which is basically from the northern of Tanzania. They are called Maasai. They are one of they are one of the societies which have really preserved the culture and highly known for as pastoralists. They just they are farmers, but they only rear animals. They don't do cultivation of crops, stuff like that. Their main business is animal, and some of them live even in the national parks where you find these wild animals. So they are part of our tourist attractions because most tourists come even to see how these people live and their culture, and they have a very rich culture. But with the challenge of not much education, no, but they are very rich in terms of economic wise. They're very rich. Yeah.
yeah, and you know the in Tanzania we do have like 4 indigenous communities.
I think Jerry is trying to reconnect. Seems to be maybe some problems with
Including
the
the
internet.
Maasai. We do have, and the picture on the bottom right there it's an art that is very special in Tanzania. Yeah, so these are barbarics. So beautiful. Yeah.
This is what? This is a local dance style, or?
Yes. So you see the picture in the bottom right?
Yes.
That's the community called Akis that are around Arusha, and it's among the 4 indigenous communities that are, you know, full of culture, and you know they live in a very communal way. It's very beautiful. And other than to the traditional.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jerry. The colors are so bright and the traditions are so interesting. Thanks to our technical support. And I'm seeing right now that our one more guest trying to connect right now. But before she does it, we can start, we can move to the second part of our live broadcast. Yes, we are going to start talking about the creative society. I want to remind all our viewers that Creative Society is the global project initiated by people themselves, and people from more than 180 countries take part in this project. And the aim of this project is to build a society where is a human in the center, his life, his needs, and his freedoms. So guys, today we want to ask you also how you envision the creative society where you, your loved ones, could feel happily and live comfortably. Should I repeat my question, guys? Did you hear it?
Maybe we can show the 8 Allatra foundations, our foundations for creative society, to our guests and also to Angela, the newcomer, so they will see. Yes, I think now our technical support is showing to us on the screen, because these actually are 8 foundations for the creative society that we have collected this information from all the previous discussions with our guests from different countries. And in order to make it as a short summary, we divided their answers into 8 foundations. This is basically what people want, and they want basically human safety, human freedom, when human life also comes first, transparency and openness of information for all, the creative ideology. Also, the thing it's important, development of personality, justice and equality, and the creative society for people is a self-governing society.
Yeah, so Tatiana, do you want to repeat your question?
Yes, so how you envision the creative society, what is creative society for you? What type of society you would like to live in, you would feel happily and live comfortably? Can you describe it?
For me, what I think is a creative society is a society that, you know, everyone has equal access to different resources. You know, where I come from, there's, you know, a very big gap between rich and poor people, which one way or the other, a lot of people are having, you know, they're living on empty stomachs. They are living, you know, in very poor housing conditions. But in actual sense, the resources around are, you know, in way they can be used in a way that they can support these people to live happily, get food, you know, live in good conditions, have education, and all those. So it's not just justice in terms of what people consider it in terms of law, but, you know, it's justice in terms of how we treat one another, how we share what we have. And I think that's what makes a creative society. If a society values everyone and considers everyone to have equal access and, you know, on almost everything, then that's a creative society.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you that in a creative society there should be equal opportunities and conditions for every single person, no matter place of living, religion, nationality, equal opportunities for everyone. Thank you for sharing. And what about you, Lastic? Can you share with us?
Okay, for me, the society that I want to see is a society free from, away from poverty, and I want to see a society that is, the society that surrounds me is not facing issues of discrimination, rights, human rights issues and stuff like that. But as my friend said, equality, equalness in everything. And as I see, Tanzania has a lot of challenges in democracy, in social issues. I think I need a society where I will just see peace, but I will also see development. And development will carry on eradicating poverty and having a new Tanzania. You know, most people who are around us are facing a lot of challenges, employment problems, poor education facilities in some places, though it's improving, the facilities are improving and the education is improving, but still there is places which they're facing massive problems. But also the media space as a journalist, I mean, freedom of expression is also one of the matters that I think should be given a chance, because a quiet society will never be a developing society. We need a society where all of us will have that opportunity to express our feelings and express our ideas for development. So I think
about maybe 7 foundations, because now our technical support is showing to us these 7 foundations on the screen. Because I think you are talking about foundation, justice and equality. That let us read it loudly. Maybe Tatiana, you can read it, because I can't. For me, it's small letters. So it's going to be clear for everyone. This foundation.
Okay. So seventh foundation of creative society, justice and equality. All natural resources belong to humans and are fairly distributed among all people. Monopolization of resources and their irrational use is prohibited. These resources are fairly distributed among the citizens of the entire earth. A human is guaranteed employment of he or she so desires. Pay for an credential position, specialty or profession should be the same all over the world. Everyone has the right to private property and income, however within the limits of the individual's capitalization, amount set by the society. Yeah, so like in your answer, we came up close, very close to this foundation. So can you lastly comment on it, maybe to discuss it more wider?
Basically, as you have pointed out on that on issue of equality, there is that opportunity for people to get equalness and get that national cake. But there is a problem in who is directing on the national cake. Where should the national cake? I use the word national cake as to mean something equal. So you may have resources, but the way the resources are distributed or the way people are benefiting from the resources may end up by having a leader assigning the resources or the benefits to one side of the society. And in this case, I talk on my personal, because I come from one zone of the country. We feel it's sometimes not okay, because we feel that one other side is given that more opportunity than our side. So it's something which I think in the near future, maybe some people will come, or some leaders will change this, because it's affecting us, because development has to go in every place in Tanzania, not only forces put in one place or in one zone or in one region. So I think we have that chance to make this, because sometimes they say African cultures, African people, African leaders have this habit, but I think it's not that true. But those leaders, they can have other opinions to change these things. They can make the changes that will benefit everyone and not only benefit a certain group of society. So in this sense, I think Tanzanians need, I can't speak for Kenyans, I can't speak for other African nations, but Tanzania needs all this national cake to be distributed equally to every people. People of Zanzibar should get it equally to the people of Lindi, from people of Kilimanjaro, the people of Arusha, the people of Dodoma, the people of Mwanza, so that everyone benefits. Because such resources were brought by, we say in our beliefs, by God, but they should be owned by the government or by the nation. But the nation has to make sure that everyone benefits. to some extent, the running president, he has been doing such, trying to see that national cake going to every part, but still, I see it going one side.
Yes, you're right. Now, this unfortunately, because we have this, let's say, materialistic civilization, we have a lot of wars and conflicts because of resources. And in the creative society, it's not acceptable because just the location of a resource in one particular country does not actually give the privilege of only of this group of people who are inhabitants of this country to use this resource, because as you said, it's given to us by God. I mean, and all of us, we are inhabitants of one planet. So that's why this Seven Foundation, it's very important, because it gives us the chance just as humanity to evolve and not to have the struggle for resources. And as you said, the national cake should be equally spread to everyone, to all inhabitants of Earth. It's a very important provision. And thanks a lot for sharing this vision from your side.
Thank you.
Yeah, so if I just add up to that, in terms of the utilization of the ocean, we know that the ocean is covering more than 70% of the planet, right? So there's this common ocean is a shared resource.
Jerry, can you repeat yourself, please? Because I think the last sentence we didn't get.
I think he has some problems with the internet connection.
Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Am I back?
Yes, you're back.
All right, yeah. Yeah,
He was
so
talking about very
saying
important
that
thing
the
about
ocean,
ocean, just to remind you, so you will not forget.
Yeah. Yeah, so I was saying that the ocean back then, before people started to divide it, it was considered as a shared resource, and everyone had a right to navigate, had a right to fish. But then when the limitations started to come in place, which would be like a shared resource. And that tells me that there's a chance that the ocean can still be a benefit for everyone around the planet. It's there from it, it will be a sustainable resource that can, help the planet survive and everyone benefit throughout. So it's really important to understand that concept that in places or in very countries, some of these resources are monopolized. Last week we'll tell that, but there are places where you can go into a beach and someone tells you this is a private beach, but you do not understand why is it a private beach while I just want to swim in the waters. It doesn't make any sense at all. So yeah, I think it's having a creative society in these resources is an important aspect, and it will help us to be happily ever after.
Thank you so much. I think you mentioned a very important point about shared resource, because water and consequently ocean is our shared resource of all the inhabitants of Earth. And only if we, all of us, really understand what means shared resource, we can get to this sustainable development. Because now a lot of countries are trying to figure out what is it sustainable development for all of us, for humanity. And it's actually shared resources and shared use of resources will bring us to prosperity of everyone. And this is sustainable development of the 21st century in the creative society. I agree with you. Thank you.
Can I add something, please? So question we are discussing right now, yeah, about resources. So this is problem not just about African continent or one single country. Yeah, we have same problems here in our country, and I'm sure all over the world. So that is why I want to remind to all our viewers, we can't build a creative society in one single country or on one single continent. This is only the society we can only build together and all over the world, and only united.
Thank you so much, Tatiana. I totally agree with you, because sometimes we also in Russia have this kind of notion as private beach, and what also our guest said from Tanzania, they have also some private beaches. They don't understand from where it actually come from, this privacy. And that's true. We have the same issues in our countries, and only everywhere we can build this creative society. And let us also remind our guests that our project has 3 stages, and currently we are at the first stage. It's information stage, where we are inviting everyone for an open conversation to discuss 8 foundations for creative society. And the second stage, it's political stage, when we are creating a demand for a change. And the third stage, it's a global referendum, where we actually vote for these changes that we would like to implement. So it depends on our viewers, on our guests today, how fast all of us are coming to this progressive community regarding spreading the information among the friends, colleagues at work, your loved ones, acquaintances. The opinion of every person is very important on this point.
Yeah, and I also want to remind to our viewers, if you want to learn more about these stages of building of the creative society, and of course about 8 foundations of creative society, you can visit our website Allatraunites.com, and there you will find the article about the stages and foundations of creative society. Please read it, discuss it, share it with your friends, like Olga said, colleagues, co-workers. Yeah, and of course, send us an email if you want to be the part of our next live broadcast using the address you're seeing right now on the screen. Yeah.
Anyone maybe would like to have some final comments, because our broadcast is coming to an end. Maybe our guests would like to comment and maybe have some questions, or
I think I would just like to challenge everyone out there to take time and read about the elements of the creative society, digest them, and think on how it's an important thing. Because before I heard about the creative society and the elements, I just had that thing in me, but I didn't exactly know it. But when I started to read about it and understand the elements very clearly, it's widening up to know that I have people outside there who are also dreaming the things I'm dreaming for. So it feels very nice.
Jerry, maybe you can also help us to translate these foundations into the Swahili language.
Yeah, definitely. I'll do that.
Because we learned that Swahili language is spoken not only in Tanzania, but I think it's spoken also in Rwanda and what other countries, African countries?
Yeah, it's almost 9 countries across the Eastern Central Africa right now. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, it would be absolutely great, because we have to spread this information all around the world and inform every single person on our planet. Yeah, so what about you, Lastic? Maybe you have some questions or some comments, or maybe you can answer my question. I just wanted to ask you how important is to spread this idea, what else can be done, and maybe you want to invite some of your friends to join our next live broadcast, because as we said in the beginning, we use the theory of 6 handshakes. So like one by one, we can invite all of our community here to broadcast.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea, and I think we can find a way to engage our societies. You know, most of our population speaks Swahili, like my friend has said. If we engage also via Swahili, maybe translating or trying to equip what we are trying to say or what we are trying to give out by another language, it will give also a sense, because you know the issues that we're discussing, the components of the creative society, they are very touching, and I feel involved, like as a person, as a Tanzanian, I feel involved in every part with the challenges and with the way forward and what we are discussing here. I think it's very important because anyone can benefit from this type of discussion, and he or she will get knowledge on how he or she will have to benefit from the society, because we lose too much than getting much in our society. So I think it's something which I think I can share with friends, can put them engaged with you guys, and they can also share their experiences. You know, we differ in experiences. My friend is another profession, and I'm in a different profession. Our challenges and our activities in our daily life may differ a little bit, but we have those common issues in the society, and I think every Tanzania faces, whether rich or poor, they face the same challenge. We only differ on the impact, because when a rich person or a wealthy person gets a certain challenge, he'll only not face it hard as that poor person will be facing. So I think it's something which we can share with the society in Tanzania, and we can have something good, a very good concept of creative society, and an implementable one.
Thank you so much for this information, because we also know that we are slowly coming to the point of no return. I mean, in terms of climate change, in terms of this economic like difficulties that are in front of us, and only this unification of humanity will help us to go through all these. So this that you said, it's fundamental actually, that spreading the information about foundations of creative society and implement them in all countries.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, guys, for being with us today, for sharing with your vision of creative society. Thank you, Olga. Thank you, our dear viewers, and all technical support from all around the world. I want to say that now it is a beautiful time when we can get united around this beautiful idea of creative society and make this type of society our reality. So, dear friends, dear guests, if you want to be the part of our next live broadcast, please send us an email you see using the address you're seeing right now on the screen. You can visit our website, Allatraunites.com. Yeah, I will ask our technical support to show this our website on the screen to remind you how you can participate in project. Can you show us the website, please? Sorry, some technical moments.
Over there we have a very big red button. Yes.
Yeah, join us. Yeah, and by pressing it, you can choose how you are going to participate in project, or you can just send us an email and share with your ideas and your vision of creative society. There you can also choose the language you are speaking. So thanks everyone for being with us today, and see you next time. Bye.
Bye, see you next time. Thank you so much for today.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.